welcome back. You might not know his name, but you've probably heard of the giant corporation he built. He is the man who founded the Bank of America. But before starting the bank, he ran a very different kind of business. So what did he do? Well, you'll find out in today's episode. But first, make sure to subscribe for more such interesting stories. Also, give a thumbs up to this video if you like it. Now, let's begin. In the beginning, he was just a regular young man trying to make his way in the world. He was born in San Jose, California, in 1872, Italian immigrant parents. His father, like many Italians at the time, had come to the United States seeking better opportunities and a better life for himself and his family. And he worked hard to ensure that his children had access to education and a chance at success that he himself never had. Young Amadeo attended local schools and learned the value of hard work and determination from an early age. He started working odd jobs to help his family financially and developed a strong sense of responsibility and ambition. By the time he was 19 years old, he became a partner in his uncle's wholesale produce firm. While working there, he saw firsthand the challenges faced by immigrants and small business owners in securing loans and financial services due to the rigid policies of the traditional banking system. This experience left a deep impression on him, sparking a desire to create a financial institution that would serve the needs of these often overlooked members of society. He was inspired by his family's story and the stories of other immigrants who had come to the United States seeking better lives for themselves and their families. He witnessed their struggles firsthand and saw the need for a banking system that was more inclusive and accessible to those who were not able to take advantage of the financial services available to them. The produce business provided him with insights into the lives of hard-working individuals, particularly immigrants and small business owners, who were often denied access to financial services by the establishment banks. They were considered too risky or too poor to qualify for loans or basic banking services. He saw their potential and believed that they deserved a chance to succeed. This belief would become the driving force behind his future endeavors in the world of finance. At the age of 34, he decided to step away from the produce business and fully commit himself to his new mission, which was to create a bank that would cater to the needs of immigrants, the working class, and small business owners. He sold his share in the produce firm to fund his new venture and embarked on a journey that would change the landscape of banking forever. With a clear vision and a burning desire to make a difference, he took his first steps towards establishing an institution that would become a beacon of hope and opportunity for all those who had been overlooked and underserved by the traditional banking system. And so the Bank of Italy was born. On October 17, 1904, he opened the doors to a small storefront in San Francisco's Italian immigrant community. The bank was located in a converted saloon at the corner of Pacific and 2nd Streets. He carefully selected this location because he wanted to be in a place where he could easily connect with his target market, the working class and ethnic communities who had been traditionally excluded from mainstream banking. From the outset, the bank's philosophy was radically different from that of its competitors. He believed that immigrants and the working class were not just numbers on a spreadsheet, but human beings with hopes, dreams, and aspirations. They needed a bank that understood their language, shared their values, and was committed to their success. He assembled a team that reflected the diversity of the community it served. He hired tellers who spoke multiple languages, including Italian, Spanish, and Chinese, so that everyone who walked through the door felt welcomed and comfortable. The bank's operating hours were extended to include evenings and weekends. Recognizing that many of its customers worked long hours and needed flexibility to manage their finances, he offered small loans to individuals and businesses, often based on nothing more than a handshake and the borrower's reputation in the community. This was a radical departure from the norms of the banking industry, which was dominated by a handful of large institutions that catered to wealthy individuals and corporations. The banks were notoriously inaccessible to ordinary people, let alone those who were considered too risky to lend money. His approach was driven by his personal experience in the produce business and his understanding of the needs of immigrants and small business owners. He knew firsthand the challenges they faced and was determined to create a financial institution that would be a lifeline for those who were struggling to make ends meet. He understood that they were often exploited and taken advantage of by the very institutions that were supposed to serve them. They needed a champion, and he was more than willing to step up to the plate. As word of mouth spread about the bank's innovative approach and commitment to serving the community, more and more people started to seek out its services. They appreciated Giannini's willingness to listen to their needs and work with them to find solutions that met their unique circumstances. This approach paid off in a big way. Not only did the bank become a financial lifeline for thousands of people, but it also grew rapidly as more and more customers flocked to it. In the meantime, he didn't just stop at providing financial services. He was deeply involved in the community and understood the importance of supporting local initiatives that would improve the lives of those around him. When the devastating earthquake of 1906 struck San Francisco, he sprang into action. He moved the bank's assets to safety and set up a makeshift desk on the docks to begin offering loans to business owners and residents who were struggling to recover from the disaster. This act of kindness and generosity cemented his reputation as a man of the people and a true champion of his community. As the years went by, his customer base grew, and so did his desire to expand his reach. He started acquiring other small banks and opening branches across California, always keeping his core values at the heart of everything he did. In 1930, he merged with another institution and renamed it Bank of America. He continued to innovate and introduce new products and services that would benefit his customers. Despite his success, he never forgot the struggles he had witnessed firsthand and the principles that had guided him from the start. His leadership was marked by a deep commitment to serving the people and a willingness to go above and beyond to help those in need. He played a pivotal role in financing major American industries, including the film industry in Hollywood, the wine industry in California, and even the construction of the Golden Gate Bridge. As the bank grew and prospered, so did his influence. But he remained humble and grounded, always remembering the values that had brought him success in the first place. His leadership style was characterized by a combination of charisma, determination, and a deep sense of integrity. He was a visionary who could see the potential for growth and innovation in an industry that was ripe for disruption. He had a remarkable ability to connect with people from all walks of life and inspire them to follow his lead. He was passionate about his work, and his dedication to serving his customers was unparalleled. But perhaps what set him apart the most was his unwavering commitment to social responsibility. He understood that with great power comes great responsibility, and he took his role as a leader seriously. He was a pioneer of branch banking, which allowed his bank to become a household name across the country. He died in 1949, but his legacy lived on. His bank continued to grow and evolve, becoming one of the largest financial institutions in the world. But, despite its size and scope, it never lost sight of the values that Giannini had set in motion. In today's world, we often see banks as cold, unfeeling institutions that are more concerned with profits than people. But Giannini's legacy reminds us that this doesn't have to be the case. We can be both financially successful and socially responsible. We can create institutions that not only serve the bottom line, but also make a positive impact on the world around us. If you want to learn more about incredible finance stories, then we've got a series of videos that I think you'll love. So click here to watch those now. Thank you all for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Which era of finance story in history would you like to see us cover next? Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments section. I would also like you to subscribe for more videos.